name is Yashraj Singh, founder STEM Club India and country head FNN Schools India.
Another session on STEM Club India webcast in discussion with top educators, small background. We are providing STEM, sports and fitness in schools. Today, we have a very special guest. We have Dr. Vandana Gupta. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate your time and your inputs will be very valuable. So welcome to our webcast.
Thank you, Mr. Yashraj, for inviting me for this interview. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
All right. Ma'am is holding 21 years of rich experience. Went to Motilal Nehru School of Sports and then completed her PhD from Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar University, Agra. She has worked with Ryan International School, GEM School, and currently with Euro Schools. She is principal of Euro School North Campus, Bangalore, from more than 2.5 years. And we are very grateful that we are connected with her in many other opportunities. She's supporting us and helping students to get the best of the best experience. She has received numerous awards: National Level Principal Award for Best Performance 2009, Best Principal State Level MP, the Avantika
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam
National Award Best Principal 2018, National Builder Award 2018, and many more. So this is just a nutshell. We are introducing her, but there will be much more you will get to know once we'll start our question journey. So ma'am, just to know, how was the journey so far?
Thank you, Mr. Yashraj, once again. I think the journey so far has been very, very gratifying, and I'm sure it will continue to be interesting and challenging as well. And why I say challenging, that is because after all these years now, to know what it means to be well educated in 21st century is quite challenging, actually. Times have changed. The so-called education culture has changed. In current times, the skills concept is motivated by the belief that teaching students the most relevant, useful, in demand, and universally applicable skills should be prioritized in schools. So my 25 years of experience in education, has really taught me that school pedagogy and practice should focus on how learning practices are shaped in different educational spaces. The journey has been quite extraordinary. And I saw myself gradually evolving over the years from a traditional teacher to the one who now understands that teaching is a joint productive activity, and learning occurs most effectively when experts and novices work together for a common product or a common goal, and in the process, motivate each other.
Exactly, ma'am. So I can totally vouch for what you have said. We have seen the energy, the kind of support you have given to students when we are involved with the programs. Students are fortunate enough that they are getting a mentor, a principal like you. And again, we are also very grateful that we are associated with you. We all have we all have ideals. We believe you as a celebrity because we know what effort you are putting into shaping up the next generation. Any ideal of yours, ma'am, and why?
Mr. Yashraj, I belong to a family of teachers. My mother was a school teacher. And as a daughter, I closely observed her journey from a teacher to becoming a principal. Then her mother also retired as a school principal. My great grandmother was also a teacher. My maternal aunt was a school teacher. So with all these dynamic and empowered women in my family, I didn't really need to look up to a role model or an idol outside of the family, So all four of them were very strong, independent women and had a mind of their own.
Ma'am, so you have given me a thought. This should have been like a topic on the Women's Day. How to get inspired from your family. That is perfect. Any quote you follow? Any mantra you follow?
Well, there's no secret recipe to success as such. It's a very simple funda that I have, Work hard and be honest in all your dealings. Live by intent and capability. And very important that you stop fixating on failures. Certainly don't turn them into baggages. Learn from your mistakes and past experiences and have the flexibility to unlearn and relearn really fast. I think that's something very important. And very, very important, I mean to say, is for any kind of success in life, that you have this ability to relearn really fast.
Very well said. We need to unlearn and relearn. That is perfect. I just want to know, was there any favorite sport of yours? Because we are dealing into sports fitness as well. So we just want to know.
Well, absolutely. I think you've asked me just the right question. Well, I studied in Sports School Rai, which is one of the top boarding schools located in the NCR region, with world-class infrastructure for sports. And I played tennis up to national level and represented the state of Haryana.
Nowadays also you are following sport, or it is more towards watching it and
I think more towards watching it now. Yes, but I do play once in a while. I mean, haven't played for last 1.5 years due to COVID. But yes, once in a while, all these years I've been playing with my husband.
What hobbies you follow?
Cooking, and specifically with my kids, I would say, as it gives me time to share, bond, and work together with them. Tarot reading and numerology is another one. Odd, but they do intrigue me. And of course, of late, ever since the pandemic has hit, I've really enjoyed binging on Netflix during my free time.
All right. Again, a great source of learning. So, ma'am, next question you have already answered me. It was regarding your inspiration why you have opted for education, but I got it. It is from the family.
I think if inspiration as such, you say that teaching and principalship is something which came easy because everybody in the family was probably in the same industry. So I grew up watching them, observing them. But here, I would also like to take this opportunity and from this platform to thank all my gurus, especially from my school days, who shaped me into what I am today. And they all influenced and inspired me in some way or the other to be in education, as all of them were very, very versatile and immensely talented. And I share a very deep bond with them because since I studied in a boarding school, so we are still connected.
Some students who will be watching this, they should get to know that how important it is to remember your teacher, remember your gurus.
Mr. Yashraj, what could be better than education, where you get this wonderful opportunity to have a positive, inspiring impact on children's lives?
Yes, exactly. I am so connected with all my teachers and with my principal. In fact, almost 8 to 10 teachers now become principal in different schools, and I'm connected with them. When you go back and you discuss, it feels like you are back to school, and these all feelings should remain, and we need to respect them because they were the one who gave us the right direction. So rightly said, ma'am.
Absolutely agree with you.
The main agenda of this session is regarding STEM. So before starting, I just want to know your achievements as a school, as a principal.
Well, as you know, we've been connected before, Mr. Yashraj. We are a very, very competent and progressive school. And talking of the student achievements, our students have a wide exposure in terms of national and international competitions in all spheres, be it academic related, co-curricular, or sports. They also excel in the fields like robotics and STEM. They participate and they participate and win hackathons, build their own apps. Rather, they are so confident that they even conduct live workshops for their peers now.
Great.
Well, speaking of the school achievement, I would further like to highlight two very significant achievements that we've had recently. One is, of course, implementing the NEP 2020 at Euroschool North Campus, which has been a feather in the cap. And the new books have already been made available to the students in our academic session 21-22, which started on 24th March. So our education team, our think tank, Cerebrum, based out of Mumbai, has been expeditious and instrumental in bringing about a revolutionary change in education. And new curriculum will now focus on all the 21st century skills, the 4 essential C's, which I'm sure you know about as being the CEO of the STEM Club India, the critical thinking, creativity, of course, and then problem solving, then of course, collaboration and communication. And the other achievement is our own proprietary digital ecosystem designed and created for Euroschools, which caters to all fine nuances of learning with the LRPAX approach, which is learn, reinforce, practice, apply, and experiment. In fact, it is our backbone or the support system, you may call it. It really helped us to sail through this challenging time with such ease. It is not just a simple app that is available at your mobile Play Store, but it's an ecosystem on its own as it integrates and connects the parents, teachers, students with different apps for each category.
Okay.
It reinforces what the students have learned at school in a physical setup. It has enabled personalized learning experience for all students. It has enabled a personalized learning experience for all our students with analytics available at fingertips for all teachers and parents as well. So I think these two were very, very major achievements during these challenging times.
Great. I believe these are the important innovations which schools need to have, and I think you have already implemented it. There are many schools in India who are not so fortunate, who have not thought on these lines, but I'm pretty sure you may be inspiration to many of the schools and they will come on the same benchmark for students. So you have covered quite many education initiative and basic things which you are doing in these schools, which are quite fascinating. Want to know anything regarding extracurricular activities, man, which schools offer? Especially, you can break it in two parts: COVID times and before COVID times, or after COVID.
I think it's been the same for us, Mr. Yashraj, because we've launched our virtual school very, very successfully. And we are doing just about everything, whatever we were doing in a physical setup. So extracurricular activities and sports activities, at Euroschool find a place within the regular school syllabus. We offer academic and non-academic clubs which are conducted with the same spirit of commitment and excellence as academics, as they impart value education and build general knowledge among students. The breadth of choice offered provides, an enriching experience, not only beyond academics, but also helps students acquire skills in diversified fields. And then we also have diversified fine arts program, which all students get to learn, like instrumental music, dance, oratory, art and craft, literature and drama. Other than this, Euroschool also offers all new age sporting activities. There's a wide range that the students can choose from: football, basketball, skating, tennis, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, cricket. And then, of course, last but not the least, we have the leadership lessons and the outbound education programs and the skill building programs. So it's a wide and comprehensive curriculum wherein the students are given ample opportunities to explore and discover their areas of interest, and which, of course, aligns with our motto as well, which is discover yourself.
Students have enough opportunity to develop the personality and to make sure that they are future leaders. So ma'am, this is very impressive to know that all things are basically executed in COVID times as well. I'll say one of the best things which an educator could have done for the students. Regarding STEM, ma'am, how do you think STEM education is changing life of your students? I am pretty sure you are already involved with F1 in schools, and other STEM projects must be going on.
Yeah, I think STEM education is bringing about a revolution. In fact, a complete paradigm shift even in the early learning. It has sparked the curiosity and genius streak of the kids through the growing years. And it is definitely because of STEM, that the leap from being a user of technology to an innovator is happening now. And also, young kids are very, very curious learners, and they have their own reasoning skills. So strengthening these innate abilities should begin at the earliest level rather than reserving it for later years. So STEM definitely wires their brain for better problem solving and critical thinking. And as I said earlier, also leading to metacognition and growth mindset.
We are a firm believer that STEM is changing the way students should do things in there as a project. They take it but they understand the complete aspect around that project.
Absolutely.
And the things, you also believe in the same thing, ma'am. In fact, you gave us the confidence that we are on the right track. We are really grateful for your thoughts on STEM and opportunities which you help us to give students. There are many memories which you have, but anything which you remember most relevant for in terms of related to students?
This is slightly overwhelming, Mr. Yashraj, which I'm going to share. Okay. Goes back to the year 2006, when I was heading one of the DAV schools in Haryana. There was this child with the physical disability. I think if I remember correctly, he was in grade 8, and rather he was seeking admission for grade 8, and his father was a fruit seller. and the child had been denied admission in most of the schools because of them either not being inclusive or for lack of infrastructure to support the child's need for movement within the school, from one class to another, or to the IT and science labs, etc. So I'm glad that I did not deny that child admission despite the challenges. And soon we found out that the child was an exceptional painter and his talent had not been explored due to lack of opportunities. And we supported him to participate in various competitions, even sent his paintings to the Ministry of Child Welfare to get him recognition. And I'm so glad to share that the child ultimately passed out his grade 12 from the school with flying colors and won many prestigious national level painting competitions. So that's the kind of impact teaching can have, positive impact teaching can have on students, which I mentioned earlier.
This is one of the best, I'll say, experience I've heard in recent past regarding supporting student in such a passionate way. And I'm pretty sure now that student will be ready to support 10 more students or 10 more individuals in life because of such things happening in life at the right time. So that was related to student. Ma'am, any thought as a teacher or for any of your teacher?
Well, it comes to teachers, it's not any one precious thought or moment, but about a zillion of special and happy professional and personal moments that I've shared with them. 25 years is a very long time. So it's a very long association with all the teachers that I've worked with. Rather, over the years, some of them have now become like an extended family. As you said, you still are connected with your teachers. And they've now become principals, so you keep a track and stay in touch. So so it's a long association of 25 years with them.
All right, point taken, ma'am. With the changes coming in corporate world, how do you see in terms of STEM education? Like, how do you connect?
I can only say that in an ever-changing, increasingly complex world, it's more important than ever now that our nation's youth are prepared to bring knowledge and skills to solve problems, make sense of information, and know how to gather and evaluate evidence to make decisions. So these are the kind of skills, that students develop in science, technology, engineering, and math, including computer science, disciplines collectively known as STEM. So if we want a nation where our future leaders can understand and solve some of the complex challenges of today and tomorrow, and meet the demands of the dynamic and evolving workforce, I think then building student skills, content knowledge, and literacy in STEM fields is very, very essential. We must also make sure, that no matter where children live, that they have access to quality learning environments.
The education is more focused towards skill because eventually student, if they get to know what skill they have or what skill they can brush up and can make it as a career, or because every skill will help them in their career. If we are making them aware right now at the right age, I'm pretty sure their corporate journey or their journey in the real world, it will be quite helpful for them. So this is rightly mentioned by you, that key skills need to be focused on in the developed countries where they are talking about STEAM or STREAM. So do you think there is any difference, or we can cater the entire concept under the terminology STEM?
I think there is a difference, and but I think what currently STEM itself is in the nascent stages. But with NEP coming in, I'm sure we're going to witness a lot of changes and move towards STEAM and STREAM as well very soon.
Okay. All right. And that will be, again, I'm pretty sure, really helpful for students only, that what they can achieve out of it, because more streams will be added, more type of new courses and new learning patterns.
Absolutely. That's exactly NEP is about. NEP 2020 is about. But I think it's going to be a welcome change. It is going to take some time, maybe another 2 years, but it's a welcome change and the much required change.
So, ma'am, it is very impressive in this discussion of last maybe 20-25 minutes. You have many times mentioned NEP, which I believe that you are a very firm believer and you have implemented in a right manner. So we are also doing on this. We are working on the same guidelines. So it will be great if you will share some insights, maybe going forward in future, and correct us and guide us in terms of NEP also. We'll be more than happy to inculcate those things. And I'm pretty sure that will help us, that will help student.
Sure, Mr. Yashraj. It'll be a pleasure.
Now, it's just a small rapid fire thing, which we just want to know one word and maybe a quick answer.
Okay, I feel like a nervous student. Okay.
Ma'am, first question would be your favorite subject.
English.
Okay, and subject you don't like?
Math.
Math, okay. Your favorite sport now? I know it was tennis.
It continues to be tennis.
All right, it is tennis. Ma'am, your favorite cuisine?
Favorite cuisine? I like typical Indian traditional food.
All right, great, perfect. But you, so ma'am, you're staying right now in Bangalore. So is it all North Indian or South Indian? Like, do you miss?
It's a mix. It's a mix of both. At the end of the day, it is still Indian food, right?
There are multiple projects happening around. I want to have your wish list, your lineup. For example, artificial intelligence, drone, F1 in schools, robotics, coding. Your first?
Definitely F1 in schools.
Great.
Coding, okay. Artificial intelligence, drone, and robotics.
Perfect, ma'am. Perfect. Got your preferences now. And if you're a student, ma'am, what would you have opted for?
F1 in schools.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So, right. So we believe we are on the right track. We are basically hitting the nail and getting the interest in students. I'm pretty sure that will help.
Right.
This session was all about to know you, to know your thoughts, and what exactly you are doing in school to make students aware of 21st century requirement. And as I mentioned, we deal in sports, fitness, and technology. There will be a session 2 around sports and fitness, where we'll be inviting you, ma'am, and we'll take your inputs in those lines as well. I am grateful. I'm thankful, and this is from behalf of entire team of STEM Club India, Timer Sports. And they all, I was not fortunate enough to meet you in Bangalore when we did the event in the school, but I'm definitely will be there. And once we do nationals or regional in Bangalore, we'll invite you and have your.
Sure. We'll look forward to meet you in person sometime, Mr. Yashraj. Yes.
Sure,
and thanks. A big thank you to STEM Club India, and I wish you great luck. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Your blessings will always be required. And thank you once again. We wish all whatever you want for your students and for your school, that should come true.
Thank you. Thank you so much.